Apologies for my hair, guys. I just washed it and I don't like to blow dry my hair. I just wanted to make a video about many misconceptions, in my opinion. These are all my opinions. And I say this because I keep getting emails by people saying that I'm not an expert. I am not an expert. I read what's out there and I give my opinions. If you have any comments, leave them at the bottom, but be respectful. About Harry. People, one of the things that has been consistently bothering me is that everybody, even people who do the, sorry, see my hair is wet, who do the, who talk about Harry's upbringing, they always say that it was Princess Diana's fault that he was so spoiled. Am I missing something here? But was she a single parent? Where was Charles in all of this? Other than screwing around with Camilla and looking out for Camilla's children. Where was he? Why do people only mention Princess Diana's name when they talk about Harry's bad behavior? Let's not forget that he spent most of his... Diana died when he was 11. She wasn't even with him. They spent most of the time apart because he was in school, and then they divided the vacation time between them. So why isn't anybody blaming Charles for Harry's behavior? He was part of his upbringing up till the age where Princess Diana died, and then Harry's upbringing completely went to him. Now, Harry is an entitled, in my opinion, prick. He's not a nice person. The royal family is guilty of covering up for him. And the reason why they covered up for him was not to protect the royal house as you know, like a house, like an institution. It was to protect his place within the institution, which to me is what the royal family is failing at, which is instead of looking out for the prestige and status of the royal household, surrounding themselves or keeping honorable members inside representing that household, they cover up all kinds of God knows what to ensure the place of their family members within the institution. A title of nobility, it originated because you had done something noble. So it represented a status that you were a better person. The royal family and the royal house, or the monarchy should and must represent better standards and higher standards for us. When Harry went to Eton and he was caught cheating, usually if you get caught cheating at Eton, you are expelled, and you are expelled. In most cases, you're suspended and you do not come back. And yet nothing happened to Harry when he was caught cheating. He has been running over people, hitting people. I mean, this guy has gotten away with a lot. And what Buckingham Palace has done, they always make excuses for him. Oh, he was so sad because William was being trained to be king. Yeah, that is his position within an institution. To me, and Harry basically is a petty, envious, arrogant, entitled person who, instead of being thankful that he was still included in that institution, he is mad that he's not more important than his brother, or as important. As a human being, everybody's the same. We're all important, but within an institution, without a certain role and with rules, his brother's position within that institution is more important. Who did Harry pick as a partner? It says a lot about him, because he knew what Meghan Markle was. He knew. So he picked a Z-list grifter who's just as entitled as he is. And the royal family went along with it, covered for her, backed her when she was attacking her sick father. I am a monarchist. Because I am a monarchist, I want that institution to be as respectable and as good as it should be. Now, what do you think? Meghan Markle is a grifter, a liar. There was one thing I saw on video, somebody talking about wondering why Harry was still in the US. Now, he could be there with a husband visa, which means that, for example, if they are right in the book where they say that they've been planning this even before their wedding, or during the wedding or whatever, it is not unreasonable to think that Meghan Markle, because she spent most of the time in the US and traveling, it's not unreasonable to think that she applied for Harry as the husband visa way before that, and they waited to leave when they got the approval for him to move over. So everything has been premeditated. They got the titles by fraud. It is fraudulent that because those titles were given for them to work within the royal family. Now, I don't understand why people are so upset that he gets removed from the line of succession. So what? That's what he wants. His wish should be granted because it's bringing down the status and reputation of the royal house, and by extension, that of the UK people and the Commonwealth. The Queen, people justify saying that she gave him until March 31st. In any part of any civilized world, when you break a contract, you're either sued or fired or both. He broke the contract a long time ago and no consequences. And I do believe that this is the reason why Harry is like that, because he has never been held accountable to any of his actions. Never. Prince Charles, when Harry was caught smoking marijuana and stuff like that, he sent him for a whole day. Harry has never apologized ever about that swastika thing. Never. Buckingham Palace put a statement saying that it was regretful, but that still they never said he's sorry. They said that, his intentions were never like that. Again, playing with words. He never ever said, I am sorry for that. Just like he's never apologized for flying private while telling everybody how to preserve the environment. And instead, when confronted with that, he gets angry, and his answer is, so what? This is in relation to the video I did where people, they double down, and their answer is, so what? What are you going to do? Now, I posted a picture on my Twitter account. It's actually quite interesting picture because it depicts... it's in Spanish, I think that says it depicts a bunch of people, like a group of people holding up in their shoulders other people up high. And the caption says, if they move, the ones on top will fall. So it means that all of us, all the people who are on top, know that they are only there because of us. But us, because we're so busy keeping them up there, that we don't see that we actually have the power to take them down. The British monarchy is something that represents the Commonwealth. The monarch is the head of state of all of those Commonwealth countries, Canada being one of them, and the UK. So it is a very important position. So it should be somebody who has the moral values, which I believe Prince Charles have nothing, no moral values, absolutely zero. I mean, nothing. There's nothing defensible about this person, in my opinion. Prince William, yes, and he's fighting because he is at odds with everybody, because he says that the royal members should be held to a much higher standard of behavior, which he's right. Harry has gotten away with everything, and the Queen is continuing to allow him to get away with everything by not calling him out, by not holding him accountable. He broke the contract. She should have acted. So this thing about March 31st, that's BS. Now the judge, let me tell you, I'm very disappointed with the judge, because why extend it to the January 19th? Zero consideration has been given to Mr. Markle, who is the person who's affected here. And I'm amazed that People magazine has then been called by the Mail on Sunday. I don't understand why the Mail on Sunday capitulated to Harry, because if they did send him a right of reply before they published that thing about the Marines, about him not writing to the Marines, and he refused to answer, they shouldn't have compromised. They shouldn't, because if they did that, and I'm pretty sure they did, and Harry just refused to reply, being an entitled prick he is, they have their asses covered. So I do believe that the press is complicit. Meghan Markle has not been pushed or forced or held in contempt for not producing all the text messages and emails that she was ordered to? Why were the 5 how do you say the I'm not doing that Hillary Baldwin here, but it's just a fucking thing I forget. Why are the 5 witnesses identities hidden? This is not a thing about terrorism or a criminal case. This is a civil case about, a lawsuit for money. So it doesn't make any sense that the judge granted privacy to these 5 people who went to a very public newspaper to do that. Those are my opinions. And I think that the judge is bought and is also being very complicit with them. But this is just my opinion. What do you think? Anyways, have a happy Friday.